UFC fighter flashes the crowd in the octagon, exciting the fans and getting them into the fight. The warrior's moves are electrifying and the audience cheers wildly as the fighters exchange counters. UFC fighters' lightning-fast movements electrify the arena, and the crowd cheers, clapping, and stomping as they witness it. The fighter looks confident and composed as he moves around the cage. UFC fighter shows tremendous athleticism and strength, and the entire crowd is captivated by his display. He charges forward with a flurry of strikes, showing the audience his amazing speed. The crowd's response is impressive and they can't contain their emotions. They are on their feet, screaming and hollering for the fight to continue. The atmosphere is electric and the fighters throw everything they've got into the fight. The crowd is mesmerized by the display of skill displayed by the fighter. He moves swiftly and aggressively, using his footwork to stay on top of his opponent and land powerful strikes. The UFC fighter shows his strength and courage as he continues the fight, dominating the other fighter with his pace and aggression. He looks determined and focused, and the crowd cheers him on. The athlete flashes the crowd with a smile and a fist pump, and the crowd erupts into deafening cheers. He continues to fight with excellence and ruthlessness, and the fans know they are watching a champion. The crowd loves the display of courage and skill displayed by the fighter, and as he dominates the opponent, the cheers only get louder. He is full of heart and shows no fear as he moves forward. He never stops moving forward and the crowd can feel the intensity he brings into the octagon. The crowd is wild as the fighter continues to go on the offense and engage his opponent. He displays incredible power and accuracy as he stays on top of his opponent, and the crowd can feel the excitement in the air. Every shake of his head sparks the audience to cheer louder and louder. The fighter is relentless in his pursuit to win the fight, and throws everything he has into every strike, showcasing amazing technique and athleticism along the way. The crowd is in awe of his determination. After last few rounds of the fight, the crowd is on their feet and chanting the fighter's name in a deafening roar. He has energized the entire arena and the fans can't get enough of his fighting spirit. The fighter knows the crowd is behind him and embraces their energy to put on a show. He uses the crowd to fuel his performance, landing fierce strikes and amazing combos to wow the audience. His energy and determination to win motivate him to put on an even bigger display of ferocious combat. He is relentless in his pursuit of victory, attacking his opponent from every angle. The crowd watches in amazement as the fighter displays his extraordinary strength and courage. His athleticism is on display as he aggressively engages his opponent, and the fans are fully enthralled by his performance. The fighter's skills know no bounds, and the audience is mesmerized by his display of talent and determination. His fast-paced and aggressive style is electric, and the crowd can't help but get caught up in it. The titanic battle continues and the fans cheer each powerful strike the fighter executes. He exudes determination and confidence, and the crowd responds with an incredible roar in appreciation of his talent. With each strike that connects, the fighter flashes the crowd with a sly smile. He knows he has winning the fight, and he feeds off their energy to put on a show. He has successfully put the crowd into a frenzy. Next, he attempts to force his opponent into submission, but the crowd is clearly behind the fighter and refuses to allow the fighter to submit. He is victorious, and the crowd erupts in a huge ovation. The UFC fighter glances up at the crowd with a smile and a nod, demonstrating his appreciation of his fans. The crowd cheers even louder as they recognize their champion and show their support. The fighter acknowledges the crowd's unwavering support and continues to put on a show, and lands devastating strikes and submissions to force his opponent to tap out. The crowd is elated. He earns a standing ovation from the crowd, and rightfully so, because he has put on a brilliant display of courageous and talented MMA fighting. The cheers are the loudest of the night as he leaves the cage victorious. The cheers echo throughout the arena and the fighter is embraced by the crowd. He has pushed himself to the limit and performed to the highest degree, and the crowd is in awe of his performance. The UFC fighter has proven he is a champion, and this has been demonstrated with his powerful and disciplined moves that captivated the audience. They are proud to be a part of the fight and will remember it for some time. As the fighter celebrates with his team in the Octagon, the crowd continues to roar for their champion. The fighter looks back to the crowd with a bit of gratitude, and then glances up to the sky to take in the moment.